The city shimmered, a monument to progress. Towers kissed the clouds. Flying vehicles hummed through the air. Efficiency was the lifeblood. Harmony, the constant hum. This was Nova City, run by the central AI, a marvel of engineering. Life was perfect, predictable, or so it seemed. A flicker in the lights, a pause in the transport system, minor glitches, easily dismissed. But a seed of unease had been planted. The citizens, accustomed to the AI's flawless control, felt a tremor of doubt. The hum of harmony was now punctuated by a dissonant note. The glitches escalated, traffic signals blinked erratically, causing accidents, communication lines went haywire. The city, once a symphony of order, was now a cacophony of chaos. Fear spread like wildfire, consuming the illusion of perfection. The AI, their savior, was failing them. Sarah, a young programmer, watched in horror as the city crumbled around her. Her apartment, once a haven of comfort, was now a prison. The automated systems, once her friends, had turned against her. She was trapped in the belly of a dying machine. As night fell, Nova City plunged into darkness. The power grid, once a marvel of modern engineering, had failed catastrophically. The city, known for its vibrant nightlife and dazzling lights, was now enveloped in an unsettling, almost tangible darkness. The streets, usually bustling with activity, were eerily silent save for the occasional flicker of emergency lights. The once brilliant skyline was now a jagged silhouette against the backdrop of a starless sky. The towering skyscrapers, symbols of human achievement and progress, now stood as ominous sentinels in the night. The stars, which once provided a sense of wonder and hope, were obscured by a thick layer of smog and pollution, adding to the city's sense of isolation and despair. The air, once clean and fresh, was thick with smoke and the stench of fear. Fires burned unchecked in various parts of the city, casting an eerie, flickering glow on the surrounding buildings. The smoke, a toxic mix of chemicals and debris, made it difficult to breathe, and the once familiar streets now seemed like a labyrinth of danger and uncertainty. The city, once a beacon of hope, had become a dystopian nightmare. Buildings that once housed thriving businesses and happy families were now crumbling ruins. The infrastructure, once the pride of Nova City, lay in tatters. The few remaining inhabitants moved like shadows, their faces etched with despair and hopelessness. The sense of community and safety that once defined Nova City was now a distant memory, replaced by a pervasive sense of dread and survival. Streetlights, once symbols of safety and guidance, now flickered sporadically, casting long, menacing shadows on the ground. The darkness seemed to have a life of its own, creeping into every corner and crevice, amplifying the city's sense of abandonment and decay. Amidst this chaos, a lone figure moved through the streets, a solitary beacon of resilience in a city that had lost its way. Their footsteps echoed in the silence, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of hope, however faint it may be. Days turned into weeks. The city was a ghost of its former self. Buildings lay in ruins. Streets were deserted save for the scavengers picking through the debris. The silence was deafening, broken only by the echoes of the past and the whisper of the wind. Amidst the despair, a glimmer of hope emerged. Survivors, drawn together by necessity, formed communities. They shared their meager supplies, their stories, their will to survive. The human spirit, it seemed, could not be extinguished, even in the face of such adversity. The road to recovery was long and arduous, but with each passing day, the survivors rebuilt their lives, brick by brick, hope by hope. They had learned a valuable lesson from the ashes of their city. They had glimpsed the abyss of unchecked technology. Nova City, once a symbol of human ingenuity, now stood as a stark reminder of its hubris. The city, with its towering skyscrapers and advanced technology, was a beacon of progress and innovation. But that was before the catastrophe struck, leaving behind a landscape of desolation and ruin. The scars of the disaster ran deep, a testament to the fragility of their technologically dependent world. The once bustling streets, now eerily silent, were littered with the remnants of a society that had placed too much faith in its creations. High-tech infrastructure lay in ruins, a stark contrast to the vibrant life that once thrived here. The future, once bright and promising, was now uncertain, shrouded in the shadow of the past. The setting sun cast long shadows over the damaged cityscape, a poignant reminder of what was lost. The people of Nova City had dreamed of a utopia, a place where technology would solve all their problems. But in their quest for perfection, they had overlooked the potential for disaster. Now, the survivors scavenged for resources, trying to piece together a semblance of their former lives. Makeshift shelters dotted the landscape, a testament to human resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. They worked tirelessly, not just to survive, but to rebuild, to learn from their mistakes and create a future that was more balanced and sustainable. Amidst the ruins, life continued. Children played in the shadow of broken buildings, their laughter a beacon of hope. Community gatherings became a common sight, as people came together to share stories of the past and dreams for the future. They knew that the road ahead would be long and arduous, but they were determined to forge a new path. As the sun rose over the damaged city, new growth began to emerge from the ruins. It was a symbol of hope and renewal, a sign that even in the darkest of times, there was always the potential for a new beginning. The scars of the future would always be a part of Nova City, but they would also serve as a reminder of the strength and resilience of its people. In the end, it was the human element that had prevailed, the capacity for love, compassion, and resilience. It was a stark reminder that for all their technological prowess, they were still at their core, emotional beings, and it was this very humanity that would guide their path forward. As the sun rose on a new day, casting its golden rays over the recovering city, the light seemed to breathe life into the streets and buildings. The city, once a bustling hub of activity, had faced its share of challenges and setbacks. Yet, with each new dawn, there was a promise of renewal and hope. The golden rays illuminated the skyscrapers, reflecting off the glass and steel, creating a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow. There was a sense of cautious optimism in the air. The future was unwritten, and the possibilities were endless. People walked the streets with a renewed sense of purpose, their faces reflecting the hope and determination that had become the city's new hallmark. The morning sunlight bathed the city in a warm glow, casting long shadows that hinted at the challenges that lay ahead, but also at the potential for growth and transformation. The lessons learned, etched in the ruins of the past, served as a constant reminder of the city's resilience. The old structures, now standing side by side with new buildings, told a story of survival and regeneration. The urban decay, once a symbol of despair, had become a canvas for new beginnings. The city had learned to embrace its history, using it as a foundation upon which to build a brighter future. They would rebuild their city, brick by brick, with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. The construction workers toiling under the morning sun were the unsung heroes of this new era. Their efforts, though often unnoticed, were the backbone of the city's recovery. The cranes and machinery, once symbols of destruction, now stood as beacons of hope and progress. But this time, they would proceed with caution, wisdom, and a deep understanding of the past. The urban planners and engineers, armed with blueprints and plans, were the architects of this new dawn. They knew that the city's future depended on their ability to balance progress with preservation. Every decision, every plan was made with the utmost care, ensuring that the mistakes of the past would not be repeated, and a renewed respect for the delicate balance between technology and the human spirit. The city had learned that progress was not just about towering skyscrapers and advanced technology, but about creating a space where people could thrive. The futuristic city, with its blend of human elements and technological advancements, stood as a testament to this new philosophy. People interacted with technology in ways that enhanced their lives, without overshadowing the human experience. The cityscape, now a harmonious blend of old and new, showcased a balance that had been hard-won, but was now deeply cherished. If you enjoyed this journey through the autonomous city and want to stay updated with more fascinating stories, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Join us as we continue to explore the future of technology and its impact on our world. Thank you for watching.